Hi everyone, in this video we'll be looking at some practice questions when we talk about reactivity of metals. So we're looking at the first level of reactivity, which is basically the reactions with water, steam and acid. So let's start with question number 1. So question number 1, you can see over here, it says the table shows information about 3 different metals. So we've got metal X, metal Y, metal Z, and first we must know that water is basically less harsh. Okay, let me sync my pen. Okay, so let's try. So water is less harsh, while steam is more harsh. So let's look at water first. We look at the less harsh one first. So based on the less harsh condition, I know that X and Z doesn't react, but Y reacts already. So I know that Y is actually right at the top of the reactivity, followed by X and Z. And then, so I can forget about Y already because Y is right at the top, so it's the most. And then for the least, we realized that for X and Z, even with steam, X doesn't react. So that means X should be the least reactive, followed by Z, which is next up there. So therefore, the least reactive here will be X. The answer here will be B. Okay, let's look at question number 2. So in question number 2, we have steam. And then we need to know which metal will react with steam and which metal will not react with steam. So therefore, we need to remember our reactivity series. So let's try to recall this together, right? Let's read from the top to the bottom. So please stop calling me a cute zebra. I like her calling me sexy goat, right? So then after that, I need to remember the 3 C's. So we have calcium right at the top, we have carbon, and then we finally have copper at the bottom, right? And then we have the non-metals, which is carbon and hydrogen. And then we need to remember 2 numbers, 4, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically over here, the first 4 will react with cold water, and the second 4 will react with with steam. But we must also remember that the first 4, because it reacts with water, it will also react with steam. So let's look at first one, copper. Copper is found over here. So copper will not react with steam. So will not react with steam. Magnesium. Magnesium reacts with cold water. So if it reacts with cold water, it will also react with steam. Lastly, zinc. Zinc is found here. So zinc also reacts with steam, right? It's part of the 4, 4. So yes, it will react with steam. So therefore, the answer here would be C. Okay, let's look at question 3. So for question 3, how do I move it to the right? Okay, never mind. So for question 3, there are 3 pieces of copper, iron and magnesium, and we need to know what is the results. So we know that from over here, test tube 3 is the most reactive, while test tube 2 is the least reactive. So if you remember our please stop calling me a cute zebra, I like her calling me sexy goat. So we're looking for iron, which is an I. We're looking for magnesium, which is an M. And then one of the 3 C's, copper, which is right at the bottom, copper. So we know the most reactive one is magnesium. So magnesium is here. So magnesium has to be test tube 3. Then we know that the least reactive must be copper. So out of this must be copper. It cannot be iron. So therefore the answer is A. Okay, let's look at question number 4. Now we have 3 metals, P, Q and R, react with water and react with hydrochloric acid. So this is quite interesting because the less harsh one is on the right now, and then the more harsh one is on the left. So from over here, I can see that the most reactive would be R because it reacts both with water and acid. And then after that we have Q, and then after that we have P. So remembering our order of reactivity, we know that copper is the least reactive out of these three. And then, so we've got, please stop calling me a cute zebra. So after that, calcium is the most reactive out of this. So R is the most reactive because it reacts with both water and hydrochloric acid. So calcium is here. And then Q is the middle. So therefore the answer here is A. Okay. So that's all the questions for this practice. So I hope that you have understood a little bit more about reactivity, and I'll see you for the next video. Right? Bye.